Niagara Falls Mayor Jim Diodati joins us for his weekly update. Good morning, good to see you.
Good morning, good to see you too, Bob Barutsky.
I'm going to go with that for the rest of the week.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. November 8th, we were just talking about it before the break, so the land border finally opens up. Traffic going both ways. How does this reopening impact casinos? Is there going to be another attempt to increase capacities or have them lifted?
Yeah, and that's a great question because now our new 5,000 seat entertainment center could be open to full capacity. It is not seeing the light of day. No. Beautiful $140 million investment. It's one of the best in North America. And it can be full capacity. But the problem is right now the casino's only allowed 50% capacity. And with actual physical distancing, it works out to be 30%. So we're trying to get that addressed at the casino so we can open up the theater. And in terms of the U.S., I mean, it's great news. The downside, though, is the testing issue. Even if you're fully vaccinated, you still have to go through the testing. And unfortunately, it's proven that people would rather not. It's too cumbersome and it can be expensive and upwards of $1,000 for a family. So they're saying, we've already been fully vaccinated. Why are you making us go get tested? We're going to hold off and wait until you drop this.
Yeah, and this really impacts day trippers in particular, but of course, all travel. And there's other businesses really impacted by this, duty-free stores.
Well, huge. And these people count on people crossing the border. There's the money, the currency exchange people. There's a lot of businesses directly affected by this. And they're really frustrated. They're saying, listen, we're grateful the border's open. Can we drop this last aspect that's holding things back? And that's what our fingers are crossed for right now because it's proven that people aren't going to drive across. And you're right. The majority drive across the border. And if they've got to pay for testing and go through all the rigmarole, they just say, we'd rather not. We'll wait. And so it's really hurting businesses at this time.
Yeah, hopefully this improves and moves forward sooner rather than later. Let's get to some city council business. You're looking at what's being called inclusionary zoning. This is a step towards affordable housing.
It is. And so our staff are working on a report right now to come back to City Council. And the idea is that you build affordability into the development. And we'll see where that one goes. We know the number one thing is you want to integrate affordability. You don't want to have it segregated because then you build areas that are slummy. And that's a failed project at Regent Park in Toronto. And they realize integrate it. And the best way, I think, incentivize developers to make a portion of it market rent and a portion of it controlled and affordable and mix it together in a healthy mix. So that's what we're working on right now. We'll look forward to the report from our planning staff.
So this would look at smaller housing, and you have to deal with, I guess under consideration is the percentage.
Yes, and the other thing is multi-level mix, so maybe apartment buildings and condominiums, and maybe making 20% of it affordable and 80% of it market rent, so it's a healthy mix, and incentivize the landlords so they're wanting to build more affordability right into the developments.
Right. Now, would the region get involved with this as well?
Yes, they would. So Niagara Regional Housing is working with the city. We've put in some land in our downtown. We're going to be going for expressions of interest. The region will help with the affordability aspect, and then we'll look for developers to actually build the project. So we're being proactive. So we're going to, it wasn't, the problem didn't happen in a day, and it's not going to be solved in a day. So we're trying to plan our success out of this.
Right, okay. Let's talk about Sleep Cheap Charities Reap. This is something you launched in 2004. Huge success, and it's back.
Yeah, this was a way to bridge the tourism industry and the residents. And, here they live in this great city with these wonderful properties, but they don't typically stay in them. Well, this is 1 week out of every year where for $45, if you live in Niagara, you can stay in the top hotels in the city. And 100% of what you pay, the $45, all goes to local charity. So we raised over $2 million so far and counting. We've helped more than 100 charities, and 100% of the money goes to charity. There are no expenses, and it takes place this year, Sunday, November the 14th through Friday, November the 19th. So we're really excited about it.
Okay, and again, for Niagara residents only.
It is, Bob. Or if you want to use my address, Bob, I'm sure we can work something out.
Okay, I'll fake something. Bob Barutsky with your address. All right, hey, thanks for joining us. Niagara Falls Mayor Jim Diodati. Have you got time for a dad joke?
Well, no, well, I would, but I won't kill you this time on that. Bob Rutsky was enough. I just wanted to mention this Saturday is going to be our curbside pickup day, where any residents that have some gently used items, put them at your curb from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m., and anybody can drive around and pick it and reuse it. So it's going to be rain or shine this coming Saturday, all day, anywhere in the city. And one thing that I'm really surprised that I see a lot of at curbs these days is my bobblehead, Bob. And
Not available in stores.
no, but it's available at curbs. Anyway,
that's
usually
priceless.
I see this at the local pawn shop, but anyway, usually for about $2. So.
Well, now I'm going to be hunting for my own. Okay, let's see if it's rain or shine on Saturday. Thank you, Mayor Diodati.